Well, that's the end, everyone. The winter 2022 anime season is over. I plan to make a video for all the things from that season that won't be getting full reviews, but for now, we have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and start all over again. It's honestly hard to believe that when this upcoming spring 2022 is over, I'll have been doing YouTube content for a full year. Time both feels like it has flown and like I haven't even started yet. But hey, still no reaction videos. That's good. I guess. Just to clarify, this video is not going to be a full run-through of everything that I plan to see, but rather will be touching upon some shows that have caught my attention for one reason or another. Continuations from the last season won't be included here, so don't expect Requiem of the Rose King and Q to be mentioned, aside from right now. These shows are going to be in alphabetical order by their English name if applicable, but I'll try to mention their Japanese names as well if you prefer that. Apologies in advance for any pronunciation errors. If you want to skip to a particular show discussion, I'll put timestamps in the video description below. So without further ado, roll that music and let's dive right on in, shall we? Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story. Earlier this year, one of the first anime that I saw was the golf OVA Sorairo Utility, which was an okay little short. I don't like golf at all, but the main reason why I saw that was mostly because my friend, Attorney at War, likes golf, so I figured it would be nice to see that as it aired. Within the span of a few months, we get yet another golf property, and this time a full series of episodes to boot. While I doubt that this will do much to change my opinion on golf as a sport, this might be another fun one to talk about with him. Talking about anime with friends is a perfectly understandable reason to watch something. Black Rock Shooter, Dawnfall. Much like Birdie's Wing, my introduction to this anime was initially, once again, through the OVA recommended to me by my friend Mr. Flats. The Black Rock Shooter OVA was something that I liked quite a bit, as the fight choreography and the concepts were things I found interesting. Learning that this will be a new series from the franchise got me quite excited, especially if it means I get to see some of these old characters again. I don't know what to expect, so I'm just hoping that it pans out to be a success. Deaimon. This is one of those times where I'm going in knowing virtually nothing except for the synopsis. Since the series seems like it will mostly be taking place in a little confectionery shop, I'm hoping that it will take some time to make the aesthetics of both the shop and the various desserts inside look good. Its ability to work as a little drama will depend on the dynamic between the two main characters, since they're both going to be at the center of the main conflict. I'm optimistic that it will pan out well. I'll just have to pay attention to my blood sugar level while I'm at it. Friends Game, or Tomodachi Game. The poster alone got my attention, but reading the synopsis got my attention even more so. We saw last year the popularity of Squid Game and its ability to use games to force people to survive or make decisions that could have lethal consequences. This anime seems like it will be centered around testing the limits of the main group of characters' friendships and ability to trust one another. Depending on some of the scenarios that the anime presents, this could be a psychologically engrossing time. I'm looking forward to this one. Healer Girl. The last time I watched a seasonal music anime was Talked Opus Destiny, which, as my review indicated, I did not find impressive. I do like the concept of this particular series, though. Much has been written about music, and especially singing's ability to heal. Thank you, Musicophilia by Oliver Sacks. So the idea that there is an entire group of characters that strive to do that could be fun to watch. Who knows, maybe it's an idol anime in disguise. Even if the plot ends up not being particularly interesting, I'm at least hoping that we get some decent songs out of it. Is that too much to ask? I certainly hope not. Komi Can't Communicate Season 2, or Komi-san wa Comyusho desu. I enjoyed the first season of this show back when it aired in fall 2021, despite having some misgivings about a few of the characters and a number of vignettes. The visual style and most of the sentimental moments managed to be delightful, so I'm hoping that the new set of stories will be able to fix some of the issues I had beforehand. I did end up seeing the trailer for the second season, which is something I don't normally do, but I think there is definitely opportunity for some good stories this time around the block. At least at present, I don't think I'll be seeing more of this series if additional seasons are on the horizon, but for now, I'll watch what it offers this time. Onipan. I'll keep this one brief. It's a Studio Wit production, and given that I've liked Studio Wit's post-Attack on Titan landscape, I'm inherently intrigued by whatever they can offer here. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, or Kawai dake janai Shikimori-san. We've all seen sweet female anime characters with other sides or aspects to their personalities, but to have them arise in moments where her boyfriend is involved or does something, that could be a recipe for either comedic gold or shaking my head. I'm not sure which of the two it will be since I haven't read the original manga. I've commented on this before, but romantic comedies and I don't quite see eye to eye. I'm going to give this one a chance though. Let's see if it's one that I end up liking. Spy Family. This is definitely one of the more highly anticipated shows that will be airing this coming season. When I first heard about this series, I couldn't help but flash back to the days of mid-2000s Nickelodeon, when a show about a secret agent family called The X's ran briefly and then vanished into the night, never to be seen again. Having read the premise for this series, I am far more on board with where it could be going than anything The X's did, so I await what kind of surprises or potential hijinks are in store. And for extra motivation, Studios Cloverworks and Wit are involved, so yeah, no way I'm missing this. Summertime Render. What attracted me to this one was that there is apparently a mystery involving an island. Why does that matter? Well, I've been spending a lot of time over the past months playing Umi Neko no Nakokoro ni, which also pertains to mysteries surrounding an island. I suppose it's something in the water, so to speak. It's also been a little while since I've watched a mystery anime, so I figured that now might be a good time as any to try watching a new one. If they can make the island feel alive, or a place where you feel like you could walk through it, it might go a long way. Ya Boy Kongming, or Paripi Koumei. I read the synopsis, and I have about 1,000 questions that I want answered. A former military strategist who gets reincarnated into modern-day Tokyo and gets involved with lots of partygoers? Mutaking the Dancing Hero might have a contender for weirdest show premise that I've read in the past 12 months. This is the kind of insane idea that I feel could either be mind-bogglingly stupid or absolutely amazing, or hell, even both. And given that it's a PA Works production, I imagine that it'll at the very least look good. And that's what I mostly have my eye on. There are some others of course, but here's hoping that the ones I mentioned end up being good. What shows are you anticipating for the spring 2022 anime season? Is it something that I didn't mention here? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, this has been ZNoteTaku. Happy viewing, everyone!